Hey, good evening, all. Today, we're going to talk about navigating grief through self care. How do you navigate grief? How do you navigate grief when you're hurting? I just lost my aunt. She's 79 years old. She went to go visit her son. She had dementia. She left the house and they couldn't find her for 35 days. I sat on a couch, depressed, and all I could hear God saying was, "Trust me." And I played the song, um, Trust Me by Richard Smallwood. And in those words, it just kept saying, "Trust me." I never felt that she was being hurt or someone was did something to her. There was some sense of peace, but the unknowing is hard. And then on January 15th, we got the call that they found her dead. And not only did they find her dead, they found her 700 feet away from the home of her son's house in the backyard. That was hard because 35 days we were looking for her in North Carolina and we couldn't find her because we thought she was coming back to New York. She left the home, nobody knew it, and she was in the backyard, dead. And then we couldn't bring her body back because she was decomposed. She had no face, she was just all bones. And then it was the drama of cremating her body, not cremating her body, all of the above. However, the sad part about this was, how do you grieve someone that you will never be able to say goodbye to? Because I cried. I slept in the living room for 35 days. I couldn't move. I had the phone. I was supposed to preach. I took the whole month off. I did not preach because I couldn't give anything to anyone. I couldn't hear. I heard God, but what I was hearing from God was not a word that I can give to someone. All God said to me was, "Trust me." Once we found out that she didn't suffer, that she broke her neck and just fell, that's where the peace came in. But then the fighting and the carrying on, going through her paperwork, cleaning the house. I was busy, 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 busy doing everything for her because she died January 15th. But then we got a phone call Saturday morning that my baby brother transitioned. And all I could do was cry. And I couldn't understand it. We're 3 years apart. We're 4 days apart. We're born in the same month. We did everything together. We were frickin' frack. When I was a kid, we wanted to experiment with a cat. And we threw the cat out the window to see if it had 9 lives. And guess what? It did. But how do you grieve when you have two people? One person, the body you'll never see, and then the other person, you don't understand why. All I could do, everybody wanted me to come to the house and go and be with my mother and do all that stuff, but I couldn't be with my mother because before I can be with my mother, I had to be with myself. I had to sit. I had to process. And yeah, everybody expects you to show up and do everything, but God told me to sit my behind down and just be. That's part of self caring for yourself. Just be. When death happens, everybody starts running. Everybody expects you to do this. Colored folks make the food, bring it to the house. We get busy, but I couldn't get busy. All I could do was sit. I was in a fog. I couldn't believe that my aunt was gone. I couldn't believe my baby brother is gone. And I was angry. I was angry at my mother. I was angry at my sister. I was angry. And in the anger, I had to sit because in one ear, I'm hearing, trust me. And in the other ear, I'm hearing, my aunt died on her son's watch. And everybody's acting like this is okay. To grieve is real. And we have to stop being busy and doing everything. Don't call the preacher. Don't call anyone. We need to stop, digest that this person is no longer in my life and that you will have a hole for the rest of your life. And what I've learned to say that I'm still grieving. Sometimes I'm in a fog. Sometimes I don't understand. Sometimes I don't want to get up in the morning. But what I've learned during my self care of navigating this grief is to be quiet, to cry. Cry when it doesn't make sense. I had to go to a gathering with the police, and it was a retirement party. And I sat there and I said to one of my brothers, how did you handle your mom and your sister? And he said he was numb. And I said, I can't be numb because when we're numb, we get sick inside and it's internal. And then the next thing you know, you have a headache, you're aggravated, you're you have discomfort, you can't sleep at night. I refuse. In my self-care of navigating through the depths in my life, I've learned to just be still. Don't do anything. Have no expectations. Feel what you feel because what you feel is real. I've been in a fog. Some days it's good and some days it's not. And it's okay. Some days you eat and some days you just don't want to eat. But you make sure you stretch and you move your head around and you just be, just be with your feelings and allow the tears to come. We're all grieving. We're grieving COVID. We're grieving our friendships. We're grieving life. Allow the feelings to come. Just be. Don't get upset. Don't care what other people say or do. When I got on this live today, I ain't got no makeup on. I had these earrings on early today. Woke up, Afro puff. This is self care, taking care of me. And as you grieve friendships, relationships, death, all kinds of grief, go through the process and just be. You don't owe people any answer. When people ask you how you're doing, they can't handle the truth when you tell them, man, I'm in a fog. They don't know what to say. But be true to yourself. If you feeling funky, you feel funky. Go outside, take a walk, put on some new clothes, get dressed, comb your hair different, wash your hair. That is self-care. It's the little things. Because death is going to happen. Have conversations about the person. Talk about the loved one. Because it helps. I have to clean up two houses. I have to clean my aunt's house, my uncle, and my brother's room. But share in the moment. Talk to the person like they're standing right there. Like this is the person. Hey, how you doing? And say I'm having a rough day. This thing is hard. And don't let anyone tell you it's going to be okay. No, it's not, because you lost a loved one. You won't physically be able to see them because you're going to smell their clothes. You're going to go into the closet, cry. You're going to get angry. It's okay. You're going to watch television and you're going to miss them. Allow yourself to just be okay. It's okay. Grieving is natural, it's a healing process, and it doesn't happen overnight. Go through the process, because if you don't, you're going to put a band aid over your grief, and it's going to continue to put a band aid, and it's going to climb and 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 going to climb, and poof, you're going to burst out and you're going to start to be angry. You're going to get sick. Your pressure's going to go up. Your sugar may go up. Stress will kill you. So please navigate your grief through self-care by just being who you are. Cry. Take your time. You know, the Bible says, let the dead bury the dead. They're gone. You have to live. And you have to live healthy. Let them talk about you. Stay quiet. Have your moment. And then go take care of your business. But please remember, self-care is the best care you can have for yourself. God bless you and have an amazing night. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share. Bye now. Hi, Janae. Hey, Janae. How are you? Bye, boo boo. Ah, hey, Denise. Denise, I was trying to figure out how to get you on here because I wanted you to share about um, self-care and grieving. And they told me to do something. Let me see if I can find. Let me put my glasses on. Oh, this is really live. Let me see if I can find it. Participation. Okay. Oh, here it is. Maybe I can do it. Denise, I don't know how to do it. Share. Maybe I can share the screen, Denise. No. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this out, Denise, because I wanted you to come and share. Oh man. It says share screen. Um, I don't know how to share the screen. All right. Good night, everyone. I'm going to figure it out. And the next live we're going to do about grief, we will have my my bestie in California. She is a marriage family therapist, counselor, and she is awesome, Miss Dugan. So, next time we do this, I will figure it out how to do it. Woohoo, Denise! Okay. Love you all. Have a good evening. Bye now. I didn't know how to